What's up guys, it's OG Dreams 101 and welcome to a brand new video on this channel. In today's video we will be taking a look at the Jackass sticker capsules and opening one sticker capsule at the end of the video. And we will also be taking a look at some of the Cologne 2026 highlight charms that released into the game with the Jackass sticker capsules. But I also know that it's Nico's first ever major, so we'll be taking a look at that. I have favorited a couple of the ones that I think are the coolest. First being Monacy's major winning kill. We'll take a look at this.
Got to CS2 on the precipice of long-awaited glory. This day is theirs. This day is his.
10 years. In the 17th time of asking, Nico has his major!
I definitely think that's going to be a very desirable highlight charm, in my opinion. And then we got Falcon's trophy lifting moment when they actually...
Your Intel Extreme Masters, your Cologne Major Champions, it's all theirs! Falcons!
W Nico. Okay, that one I also think is going to be desirable. They're already at like $2.50 and then $5.30 for just those two charms. Definitely going to be the Grills.
Please welcome into the Cathedral of Counter-Strike, it's Falcons!
Definitely a cool charm. I picked up a couple of these actually. Then we got Furia's team entrance. Hopefully we see Fallen. Oh, we already...
Please welcome Furia!
Definitely another one that I think is going to be desirable, knowing that Fallen's no longer going to be competing in the major, scene or whatever. We got Donk's 1v2 clutch. W Donk.
Will Hunter's sacrifice be in vain? Donk swings out! Donk does it! Spirit's still in this quarterfinal!
I definitely think that one will be something. I mean, even though it's not really a crazy clip, it's still Donk. People are still gonna want it. This one I just thought looked pretty cool. It was an ace, so I was like, I don't know. For 9Z.
No plant off a pistol. That's what this means.
There's 3 kills and a bomb plant for 9Z's Glocks on the attack. Furia's not so much. On for the ace. Huaso peak right there with Yuri on the other end of it. And he got it. All 5, just an ace for the road.
I just think it's a cool clip. Like if you like the MP9, you can put that on your MP9 as like a memorial, not memorial. What is it called? Like, I don't know, just a flex. Like if you have an MP9 skin, just like keep that moment. Then we got Nico's triple kill with Furia.
You can take him, relieve him, deprive him of life, but now they've got to make a move. Nico's frag has surely won them this round.
20 seconds.
He tried to pivot, didn't know Nico had slipped the net, and now he's doing it again. Dips down, wrap around, 18, now 15, time flying. You've got to run, but you've got to hide. Nico takes another. Just a fight, it's just a fight. Head to head with K-Serato. That's Nico magic. He wants the his trophy. He is chasing it. He is chasing you.
Nico's chasing you, crazy. And then we got HyperX Smoke Kill. I thought this one was getting a kill with a smoke kill. Crazy.
That's the lineup for you if you want to get any kills.
That's obviously why he, guys,
Yep.
this is what he was planning.
The timing of everything.
He was so confused. Oh, dude, that was a cool one as well. And then of course we also have like the Nico champion sticker, Monacy, and all that. I don't know all the team players on Falcons, but definitely a well-deserved major win for Team Falcons. And then we got the Jackass sticker capsules. We're gonna be taking a look at like all of them, but we're not really. I'm gonna scrape a couple like the low-grade ones. So we got the air horn. We'll take a look at this. Let's put on like a whiteout. I feel like that will make it probably easy to see. So we got, you know, a little like air horn with like a mouth and teeth and a tongue sticking out. And then if you scrape it all the way down, you can still keep like the mouth and the tongue. Could be used for some crazy crafts. I already know with the CS community, people are going to make some crazy crafts with that. And then we got, what is it? Asterix? I don't even know how to say that, bro. With my dyslexia. I didn't really watch this show. I've never been a fan of the show. But, I mean, that's kind of cool. You know, maybe you have some crafts you can make with that. Then we got the big red rocket, sorry. I mean, looks kind of cool. You got a rocket going up in the air. And then you basically keep the rocket, and it says big red rocket on it. If you scrape the sticker fully. And then we got Boner Snap. I've already seen some crazy clips with the fully scratched version of it. And it's going to be another crazy craft, just like the air horn. If you guys know, you know. But definitely might be used a lot. And then we got the censored sticker paper, not foil. I think there is a foil version of it. So you keep the skull if you scrape it fully. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Maybe used on like some like print stream or whiteout skins, since it's like just black and white. When you scrape this, you just keep the triangle for the what is this sticker called? Explosive. I mean, it's kind of basic. And then we got the golf cart sticker. Let's see what it looks like. So you got some dude like flying out of the golf cart in the back, and then someone else driving almost falling out as well. You scrape it off. You basically keep the dude driving, almost flying off with the go-kart. And then it says grab guard kill or whatever. I don't even know. Gonna leave a mark with the band-aid and some skulls. Looks kind of cool. I definitely think there could be some crafts with that. Basically removes all the blood almost, keeps the band-aid. Looks kind of cool. Definitely think there's some crafts you can use that sticker for. Then we got the head and hands, Jackass logo obviously, and the skull sitting down with some red sneakers. Looks kind of cool. Basically keep the skull, remove the logo, and keep the shoes. Looks cool. Then we get the high five. I've already seen some clips with this, but definitely I think it's going to be one of the most used stickers in this capsule. Basically, when you remove it, you basically get a middle finger. You can definitely see how people are going to use this in crafts. Definitely going to be a funny one to see what people use that sticker for. Then we got the Jackass logo. Kind of like the censor sticker, but just the Jackass logo instead. Basically, if you scrape it down fully, you get the ass kind of text. You can barely kind of see it with the whiteout skin, but just trust me. I definitely think it's unique. I definitely think people are going to use that sticker craft, knowing the CS community. And then we got this one. I forgot. I didn't even read what the name was, but basically a rainbow with, you know, bunny. And then if you scrape it fully, well, if you scrape it partially, you get the skull. Then if you scrape it to like 100%, you get like a bikini and it's like a wetsuit or something like that. The party boy sticker. Then we got the radiograph sticker, skull and bones with like some crutches or whatever. If you scrape it off, you basically keep the skull. I see like skulls are like a a lot of like the crafts or whatever. There's a lot of skulls in all these stickers. Okay, then we got this like skates, and then if you scrape it fully, you basically keep the exhaust. Looks kind of cool. Rocket skates, skull bunny. I've already seen this a little bit, so I try to like prevent myself from seeing some of these stickers before recording this video. But when you scrape it fully, basically, oh, I didn't even notice that you keep like if you scrape it almost, you can still see jackass in the top of right below the bunny ears. But if you scrape it fully, you basically only keep the bunny ears. Definitely think there's going to be some craft with that. Then we got the magic trick with the jackass logo. And some magician getting run over by a bull. Looks kind of cool. Definitely a unique sticker. If you scrape it fully, you basically, or almost fully, you can keep the jackass logo with the magician. If you scrape it fully, you basically get the magician with his top hat. Looks kind of cool. Then we got the warning with, you know, basically do not do this stunt or whatever. Everything in the show. Definitely could see some craft with this. If you scrape it fully, it says warning, read manual before using. I definitely think this could be, or yeah, I definitely think this could be used in a lot of crafts. Not warning. I think that was a whiteout, part of the whiteout skin. Yes, it was, but it basically removes to just show warning. And then we got this plug with a outlet. If you remove it, you basically get like some snake kind of design, and that's for the zap sticker. Moving on to the glitter, same thing. I'm not going to do the same, like fully scraping, but basically the same thing. Air horn, just going to be glitter with the teeth and the tongue. Definitely cool. Then we got the Asterix sticker, kind of basic. I like the red rocket. This one's going to be glittery with that little text on it when you fully scrape it. Then we got the red head and hand glitter. Basically, when you fully scrape it or remove the jackass text, keep the skull with the blue sneakers instead of red sneakers, and the skull and head. And then if you remove this, obviously, you'll get like a glittery middle finger. Definitely looks pretty cool. Skull bunny, basically, if you scrape it like 80%, you'll keep the jackass kind of text right below the bunny ears. If you scrape it 100%, you'll get the bunny ears, but in glitter. Same thing. If you scrape it 80%, you'll keep the jackass logo. It'll remove the bull, and if you scrape it 100%, you'll keep the magician with the top hat. Bone snap. Basically, if you scrape it, definitely think it looks pretty cool. Definitely better than the paper. But if you scrape it fully, you basically keep one side of the bone. But in glitter, definitely looks kind of cool. This one is definitely one of my favorites, just because like the effect when you move it around. We got the jackass hollow. If you basically scrape it fully, you'll keep the ass instead of the jackass. Definitely cool. Gonna leave a mark. Hollow. Basically, if you scrape it 100%, you'll keep the band-aid, remove the blood. Radiograph hollow. If you scrape it fully, you'll keep the skull, remove the crutches, but in blue kind of hollow design, or like an X-ray kind of design. Then we got the rocket skate hollow. If you scrape it fully, you'll keep this exhaust. And then remove the actual skate. If you, the zap definitely looks kind of cool. If you scrape it fully, you'll keep the snake kind of middle part of the sticker, and then remove the cable and the like electric bolt. Moving on to foils, this one's really basic. I think this one's not going to be really desirable. You got the Asterix foil. I mean, it's alright, it's just not really anything special. Definitely don't think it's going to be desirable. Then we got the censored foil. Definitely think this one's going to be desirable. No one gets gold. You can make it with some like fake gold case hardened AK-47 case hardened tops or whatever. If you have like some partial blue and you want a full gold top, you could use that, or like the gold brick or something like that, or brass skins. I could see that on that. Then we got the explosive foil. Definitely kind of basic. Don't really see a lot of the foil effect. Maybe if you're in the sun more, maybe you can see it, but definitely just like the Asterix, I don't think it's going to be desirable. Then we got the radiograph. Definitely think this one's going to be desirable, and the censored out of the foils we've seen so far. If you scrape this full, you'll keep the skull, but in gold, and remove the crutches. And then we got the warning foil. I definitely think this one will be sort of desired. You know, it's part of the show, but I think the radiograph and the censored stickers are going to be the most desirable. This one may be third. But definitely a cool sticker. Definitely like the red foil effect. I could see it on some skins. Then we got the lenticulars. We got the Electric Avenue. I definitely think this one's cool, and we'll see how this goes because we haven't seen this one yet. But basically, we got to do getting electrocuted. If you scrape it to 80%, you still keep some of the electric bolts, and then the man, you scrape it fully, you only get do basically in skull or skull and bones. Definitely cool and unique. And then we got the Party Boy lenticular. Basically, got a guy with bunny ears and then rainbow in the background. If you remove this, I definitely want to see these in lenticular and see how these scrape. Basically, if you scrape it fully, you get a rainbow lenticular skull. Definitely cool. And then we got the Pooh Cocktail Supreme lenticular. Apparently, this is something from the show, maybe the early seasons. I haven't seen the show, so I don't know what this is about or what like Easter egg this is from, or what it's from entirely. Maybe it's like a prank or something that they did in the show. But we got the Pooh cocktail, and if you fully scrape it, you basically get the poop stain or whatever at the end. Definitely a weird kind of scrape, but definitely kind of cool. Okay, that's all the stickers, and this capsule will also cost $1 per open, and then we got one capsule to open for the end of this video, and let's see what we get. Hopefully we get a foil, a glitter, or a hollow, any of the above. As long as we don't get a paper, I think it's going to be decent. I don't know if we would get profit. Hopefully, my main ones that I would want, probably the radiograph foil, the censored foil, jackass hollow, radiograph hollow, or any of the lenticulars. The lenticulars are going to be expensive. Or any of the hi-fi. The hi-fi glitter, definitely would want. Just don't give me a paper high-five if you give me that. Alright, this is $1 per open. We're only going to open one, but let's see what we get. Come on! Hopefully a lenticular or a foil. Don't give me a paper. Ooh! It's a glitter. It's a glitter. It's a high-five glitter. It's what we wanted. We asked for it. We got it. At least it wasn't in paper. I don't know how much this is worth, but I'll put it on the screen at the end of the video. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to get connected with my content or my community, you can join the Discord link in the bottom of the description. Also, put on notifications and follow this channel or subscribe to this channel because I would greatly appreciate it to get updated when I go live, post new videos, all of the above. On that, I hope you guys have an amazing day or night. See you guys.